What up, Winbush here. And in this episode of Coin Op Challenge, I want to take on the 1991 Capcom hit, Captain Commando. And for this challenge, I want to try to beat it completely from start to finish, only using $5. So if we calculate that to about 25 cents per credit, that gives us about 20 credits to complete the game from beginning to the very end. And for those wondering how I'm able to play a legit copy of Captain Commando, the arcade version, I got it through the Capcom Arcade Stadium. As you can see right here, there's a whole plethora of different games in there. So with any of these challenges, I want to see if I could get through at least the first couple of levels only using 25 cents. And so the first stage is actually called The City. Now, if we look at the map at the top, you can tell that there's a ton of influence from Final Fight. I mean, Capcom didn't hide it at all. As we're fighting through the city, we have this weird mech thing that you can actually jump into, which is kind of dope because you could just start hip tossing these mugs all over the place. But with each quarter, you get 2 lives. And I thought that I could be at least level 1 with just 25 cents, but that turned out not to be the case as this boss put the work on me. All right, so at the end of stage 1, we didn't complete the challenge that I initially set out for myself, where I didn't want to die at all. So I did have to use 1 token, which is 25 cents. But let's continue on to stage 2, the museum. And we have a couple of new characters in here that we're fighting here as well. So we have these female characters, which in the 90s, they always had like these skimpy type outfits. Usually they have whips. And this one, for some reason, they don't have whips this time. I guess Capcom is trying to mix it up a little bit. We got like these mini Hagar looking characters, or maybe I should say Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He does look like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Now we got Timu Blanca. Of course, this is Capcom, so they could use Blanca, I guess, but I don't understand this version of Blanca because he has like scuba gear on, it looks like, and then he has a harpoon gun, but he's underground. There's no water around or anything like that. And while we're fighting with Blanca, we had the mole people. They took me out, so that's going to be another quarter. We're at like 50 cents now. Now, again, just to recap, I did die again, so that brings our total to about 50 cents here. And let's see if I can do any better on stage 3. Now we're inside the ninja house, and so we're starting to continue on. We have some new characters again. Like the thing about the 90s, right? I guess there was only so much room that you could have there on the console. So a lot of the enemies are going to start looking the same. As you can see, some of these enemies, they look like the mummy character that we have here that we could play as, which we'll see him after we get through with Boss Baby. And as we fight in the final boss here, I think his name is Yamato, we have to fight another bronze statue guy in here. But I feel like this is the part of the arcade where it starts really trying to take your quarters. All right, so on stage 3, I ended up spending 50 cents, but I bet you I could get through stage 4 without dying at all. Let's see where we could go. So now we're going into the circus camp. So since we got mechs in here, that means we need to pull out Boss Baby once again. We're going to do mech on mech crime in here. But as we start moving through this weird circus, now we see what's really going on underground. We got this mutant monster in here. We got this weird, I'm not even sure what kind of doctor that is back there. With it being Capcom, I'm surprised they didn't make it look like Dr. Wily. So we can start to see where this machine's starting to be a quarter muncher in the circus level. I died 3 times, which brings us to about $1.75 spent so far. So let's see how much further we could get with the remaining amount that we have. So we have about 5 quarters left to try to beat the final boss. I know these final bosses could be a little bit cheap. I'm a little bit worried, but let's see if we can pull it through, at least break even at the $5 mark. It's hard to get a hit on him edgewise. I don't know, he got like this spinning beanie thing on top of his head. It's hard to get in on him because every time you hit him, he pulls back, like he just parades back, and then he shoots all these fireballs at you, which in my eyes, it's not fair. Like, I know a lot of these games are meant to be played co-op, but I mean, that's kind of jive how they don't really let you get in close to him. Like, he's just so fast that he's just zooming all over the level, throwing fireballs and ice balls at you. Just took us down again. So on this level, we're actually down $1 right now, which that doesn't leave us a lot of room edgewise. So we got to try to take this guy out pretty fast. I hope this is the final boss. Like, I hope there isn't a boss after this, but we'll see what happens as we bring in Mac. Mac is going to try to take him out. Only got a couple more hits in here. Let's see if we could do it. And with his special spinning move, we were able to do it with Mac. And there you have it. We did it. So at about $4.75, we beat that $5 mark. We had 1 token left at the end there. So I was able to beat Captain Commando officially for under $5, which on my first challenge, I would say that's not too bad. But if you guys have any suggestions down in the comment what game I should take on next, hopefully y'all enjoyed this series. If you want to see the long play video without any type of commentary, it took me about 45 minutes to beat this game. I'll upload that video separate just in case you want to see it through from beginning to end. And until next time, time. Stay fresh, keep creating, and I'll catch you in that next video. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.